Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
What up, y'all? What up, what up, what up, what up?
What it do?
I want to welcome y'all back to another episode. It's my opinion. I'm your boy Cash Chef. You know I'm the host with the most.
And it's your boy JP.
And yeah, we back at it again, man. I appreciate everybody coming in. Make sure y'all click, like, share, subscribe, comment, do all that. Make sure y'all share it with at least one person. At least one. We don't want y'all, we don't want y'all to miss nothing.
Sure.
Maybe y'all not gonna miss nothing. Go ahead and tune in, cause it's about to go down.
For sure.
So how was your week, man?
You know me like I always. You know I'm old man. I'm kind of boring, man. I ain't do too much. Had the grandkids. We took them to the park, let them play. Went outside. It was nice and sunny, so did that. Went to the farmers market. Other than that, I stayed at the house, man. I did all shit relative to kind of like the culture, you know. And we can get into that a little later. They had a verse battle, and then the infamous interview with J. Cole and Cameron. So I was just sent the crib, get into shit as far as the culture, just so we can kind of rap about that today, man.
Oh, okay. Man, you need to get out, nigga. Shit. Well, yeah, my week was cool, man. Did my little thing. I don't know if we talk about the mic check and all that stuff last time.
You told me you and Ace had stuff going to the mic check, and I needed to come, but we ain't elaborate on it.
Yeah. So I've been talking to a couple people about the podcast and a couple spots. I was telling a couple people at the spot where Bill had her birthday party at. They was gonna tune in or whatever. So we definitely need you out there so we can when we go to these places. Plus, Ace be going to those what is it called? What was that thing you went to like last week? Where all the content creators meet up and all that stuff? Yeah. So well, it was 2 nights. Oh, okay. So yeah, things like that we can get them in tune. We got to make sure we got flyers. But basically everybody liking the show.
That's what's
You know
up.
what I'm saying? They getting used to it. We got what? One more or two more before we do.
So this is the fourth. So we said after the fifth one, we're gonna start.
After the fifth, we gonna start getting guests. So it ain't this one. But trust me, y'all gonna like the guests. We got some good ones coming up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If y'all got anybody in mind, make sure it's something that y'all can promote and all that. But we appreciate y'all tuning in. So yeah, man, I had a cool week.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? I did a lot of politicking about this. I talked to the lady at Mike Check. She said we can do a episode up there. So that's something to think about too.
Okay, definitely. Definitely do some different spots.
Yeah,
Pop
for
up.
sure.
Yeah, that's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? Probably do one at my favorite barbecue place that everybody need to go to.
Yeah, barbecue
right now.
Definitely, yeah. He on spring break.
Feel some type of way, brother.
Yeah, once we start rolling the guests through, man, it's gonna be crazy, man. We got so many guests that want to, and I think that the good thing about it is from the culture to mental health to the relationship with the law and the community. We got a lot of guests, so it's gonna be impactful, man.
Yeah, definitely. So what we got to talk about today? First, I want to give a moment of silence to JJ. Man, we lost a brother. One of my best friends. He lost his brother the other day. Man, he was a good dude. Actually told me a couple things. Man, taught me I sat over there with him a couple times. Man, he taught me some stuff. Man, real like if you ain't never met a gangster with a heart, that's what he was.
That's what's up.
Straight gangster with a heart, like you know what I'm saying. But R.I.P. to him. We gonna keep his legacy alive, man. We got a Cloud 25. That's their little product they got going on, man. They got that good fire.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So make sure we gonna put that flyer below after after the podcast so y'all can go check them out, man. Good fire, some good smoke. You know
That's
what I'm
what's
saying?
up. Go out there and support. Check it out.
Yes, sir. So yeah, RP to JJ, man. You'll never be forgotten. You know what I'm saying? And definitely shout out to Cloud 25, man.
Sure.
All right, so what we talking about today, brother? Tell me something.
Well, hell. I mean, we got a couple subjects, so we can go back and forth. As I talked about since I mentioned it earlier, I wanted to go back. I had to go back and check out this infamous interview, because there was a lawsuit between that Cameron had against J. Cole because he did 2 verses for J. Cole, and J. Cole was supposed to do the interview, and J. Cole kept pushing it back, you know what I'm saying, with Cameron because he was trying to finish. Rather than just tell Cameron, like, hey, man, I'm going to get with you when I finish the album, then I do, he just kept pushing him off. So, Cameron ended up filing a lawsuit against him or what have you, and it was a big deal because nobody imagined that Cameron would move like that. But when he finally came onto the show this time, Cameron told him honestly, he was like, I never intended to sue you, but I had to do whatever I needed to do to get your attention. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was real cool. And he owned up to it. Like, he was like, I could have handled it better. I should have gave him more of a realistic timeline and just kind of push him off.
Sometimes you gotta light some fire under their ass.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I definitely understand that. Definitely if I do a couple favors for you, but
and that was the
Good,
honorable
good.
thing about Cameron. Like, he was like, not just Cole. He was like, even when they went in, Cole initially tried to pay him for it. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, Cameron was saying, like, not just for Cole, but for anybody that I work with in the industry, you can't even pay me. Like, if I really fuck with your content, your music, you got to be a lyricist. Then, I mean, I respect you as a, you know what I'm saying, as an artist as well. So I'm just expecting that if I knock something off for you, that you'll have the same, reciprocity for me. So that's what it boiled down to you know what I'm saying? And basically, like I say, Cole apologized. He said he could have handled it a lot better, and so forth. You know what I mean? And then Cameron went into just asking him about like his whole perspective since the whole infamous battle, you know what I'm saying, between K Dot, you know what I'm saying, and Drake, and what was his perspective, and had he talked about those guys. And I think I think an honorable thing about him, he was like, it's fucked up that all that went on, but he was like, he truly, regardless of the hip hop shit, he really still love those dudes. And there's not a time that goes by that he still, be wanting to reach out to him. And he was just saying it's not even funny saying that on live, you know what I'm saying, on the live podcast, because most people view him as a sucker, but he was like, it's beyond, you know what I'm saying, the entertainment. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
I'm gonna tell you too, I ain't care about none of that, bro. I just wanted to hear what he had to talk about the album, um, and maybe a little bit about the Cameron thing just because it was on there. But far as the Kendrick, I don't care to talk about. He didn't do it. He didn't do it. Like, I don't understand. Everybody was hyped up on. I don't really care.
Right.
I don't care.
So yeah, and then your boy, man, our boy, man, Jay-Z, man, he came out the woodworks. You know, he hadn't done interviews. He said he hadn't probably done interviews in well over 10, 12 years. He ended up coming out doing an interview with GQ magazine.
Mm-hmm.
Jay, he said this year he ain't playing no defense. He playing all offense. You know what I'm saying? Because he was like, really, do he ever let anything get under his skin? But he was like, he was just pissed off about the whole rape allegations allegedly that happened. That went on with P Diddy and so
I watched it. It was real short.
Yeah,
and again, all I was waiting on him to say something about dropping something new. I really didn't care about none of that.
So that's all you wanted to know.
Yeah, like if you gonna tell me you dropping something, I ain't care about none of that. I don't even feel. I felt like he was good when he didn't say nothing.
Right.
So it's good. Just don't say nothing. Just let people ramble on or whatever they think they got against you or whatever. Right. It was better when he was quiet because then nobody really know nothing. Now that you're talking and you explaining yourself, I don't think you should be doing that.
He still hasn't announced the album, but everybody's speculating. They think he's
It's
cooking
coming.
something up. They think he's cooking something up. Definitely.
I got a source.
I got an album dropping.
Who is you?
Me.
Who?
Big Homie Ace. Nigga.
Big Homie Ace?
DJ Big Homie Ace.
DJ Big Homie Ace. Okay.
Now this nigga Khaled. Where does this come from? When you put a DJ in front of that motherfucker, man.
Nigga, Ben had a. What is you talking? Man,
I'm just saying, like,
man, don't act white for these folks. Man.
Hold on, bro. Not as a rapper, you ain't been no DJ Big Homie Ace, nigga. It was just Big Homie Ace, bro. What
Every record you've been hearing got DJ Big Homie Ace in the beginning.
Since you changed your name, all the songs that you did since you changed it to Big Homie Ace guy.
All the records,
DJ.
The one I just let you hear, nigga.
That's nah, bro. You're not a DJ and a rapper. Like you a DJ that don't nobody know.
I'm a
You
DJ.
know well,
Hold on, don't slide that shit in there. Nigga,
So you saying more people know you for DJing than rapping?
I mean, depends on who you talk to.
No, you're damn lie. That's
Who you
nobody.
talk to.
Here
There's
y'all
nobody.
two go.
I'm just saying.
Some people don't even know I rap.
This nigga
Bullshit you not. Some people don't even know I rap.
who don't know you rap.
People that I DJ for.
Exactly, because you ain't rap with it them. That's what I'm saying. So you got rap for a day, you got DJ, now you putting it all together. That's cool. I still get 50%.
I'm the
cool
same.
with that.
He said like it was two different
I'm
people.
just saying though, you ain't really a DJ for real. Like you gotta earn your stripes.
Wow.
You ain't earned your stripe shit. You still got some ways to go. But why we talking about that on here?
Right, exactly.
I'm gonna
y'all
earn my stripes, nigga. What the fuck?
You gotta
that
earn your
mean?
stripes, man. You weren't doing this when we
Wow.
was doing this, man.
Nigga, I know I wasn't, nigga.
I'll let you know when you a DJ, nigga.
Nah, nigga.
Wow.
No, I'm just playing.
Damn, he's an authority figure.
No, Ace be doing this thing though, man.
Yeah.
I actually got him booked for something and they fired me. Can you believe that?
Man,
Damn.
Booked him, fired me.
Whole world.
You see what I'm saying?
Whole
you
world.
was not fired.
You kind of elaborate.
You was not fired, man.
What do you mean? They ain't called me since you got on that stage. I think the thing was just outdated. Real. The photo booth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I used to do the photo booth for them every year.
360.
Yeah, 360 photo. But yeah, what were you talking about?
Well, we talked about a little hip hop.
Oh yeah, you talking about the Jay-Z and all. Yeah, I don't care about none of all that. I just want them to get to the point. Please, just get to the point. All that other stuff, it don't even matter,
Right.
man. You know, everybody gonna. Who?
People too.
What up?
What's up? What's up? Who that? Yeah, that's Chops. That's my dude. What up, Chops?
What's the word? What's the word?
Okay, call it Chops. What up, Dwayne? What it do? Yeah, so then I already know you. We talked about the hip hop, so we just gonna slide through that. I already.
We can come back to the hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Because you talking about that stuff. Like, I don't want to talk about that. I don't even want to talk about them niggas, man. They cool. Leave them niggas alone. Jeez.
So what's up, man? You want to get into some relationships?
Go ahead, man. You know they call me Cupid, baby. I ain't stupid.
Oh
That's
man.
what I do.
So I'm gonna paraphrase this. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to butcher it. But Cash and I, we watched this video last week, and I'm paraphrasing. It's not approximately what the young man was saying, but he was just saying sometimes
I wish we could play it.
in this culture, you know, things have shifted. You know what I'm saying? We in a world where women making more money, they're holding higher ranking positions and so forth. So with that being said, now that they have the vision, now that they make more money, that would it be? Does it go against some men's belief that they would follow the direction or leadership of their woman or wife per se? So just want to get anybody who has an opinion about that to chime in, and of course we're gonna jump into it. We're gonna open up the floor because I'm interested to know what my brother about to say right
I think you want to start.
No,
You want me to start?
I want you to start because this is. And I already know it's about to be hilarious.
No, it ain't gonna be hilarious, but him, fucking no woman. I got a problem following anybody, let alone a female. I just don't. I was always taught never to follow nobody. So, like, far as us being like on the same level, I'm cool. But far as like following, I don't follow nobody, bro. And I teach that to my kids too. So I ain't trying to be disrespectful. I don't even follow a preacher. So
Right. So I think over the years I had a couple different perspectives of it, right? Because I was raised.
What do you mean by you don't follow nobody though? Why don't you ain't elaborate on that? Because in this world you have to follow.
no, I don't have to
somebody.
do shit. I ain't got.
If you let me finish,
All right, go ahead.
like you have, like nigga, you got bosses that you have worked for in your point in time. You had to learn from them.
I ain't talking
Learning is a form of following.
No, sir.
to some degree. And listen,
Like,
to some degree,
you can't even be a
a
good
leader.
leader.
A leader has
I
to
mean,
be a
a
follower
good
before he
follower.
becomes
Well, I
before
already
he
said my
becomes a
good
leader.
man. The Lord up above and my pops. I don't know. Listen to me. Hey, you can take it any way you want to take it, nigga. I don't follow no man. Nobody. Woman, man, Mexican.
So you never had anybody teach you anything?
This nigga. That don't mean I follow him, though. I got a lot of people.
I think you hung up on the word follow. Yeah, you hung like Mohawk be hung up on
trigger words.
What the fuck is he?
You follow niggas?
So this is what I'll say, because the word what they say it could be misconstrued. So I would take I would say insight from anybody, regardless of the gender, because I'm not afraid. Because first of all, if you're the smartest person in the room, that's a problem. First,
so advice is following.
I mean, if you take and you apply it to your life and you work for you, then you take something that you didn't know and somebody's giving you a jewel to be able to apply to make it work in your life. That's not necessarily following, but that's taking advice or learning something new. So when we say follow, I think you looking at like, do as I say, I'm the master. Like,
yeah, I think that's how
what we talked about on the phone, though. What are you talking about? You answer the question.
Even with the film that we watched, this is how I take it. Basically, sometimes some people have a more clear and vivid vision, right? So on where they want their life to go. Now, sometimes because men are hella competitive and we can be competitive and more egregious and aggressive. Sometimes there typically has historically been the man leading that, and so a woman will take. You know what I'm saying? Especially in a company with Christ, she'll follow her man. But sometimes you got women that's just as aggressive, making 6 figures. So the way my auntie broke it down to me is sometimes a man may not have a clearest vision of his woman. But if his woman has a vision, and even if he just want to just own a liquor store.
Can't hear you.
Say she just want to own a liquor. Say the fella the husband just want to own a liquor store, but the wife wants to go on to own like a whole enterprise, right? So it's not shameful for the husband to follow the wife who has the know-how and the skill set to own an enterprise, because if he only hasn't had anticipations on his own in the corner liquor store, best believe that him owning the liquor store will get fulfilled in the process of her having a larger vision of owning the enterprise. So it's just about who has the larger vision, you know what I'm saying, and not excluding the other person, but making, not disrespecting them, including them in the process, and y'all having the checks and balances. But it's just about who got the clear insight and the vision. So sometimes just because you're the man don't always mean that you have the larger vision or insight.
I think what it is it would have been better to talk about this with them seeing the video, because I don't think, because this ain't what he said when he was on the phone. He giving this whole scientific. You was saying the same thing I was saying. Now you talking about if a woman named GPA and all. No, would you follow a woman? Yes or no?
You can play the sound.
Cause this dude just changed up.
Play the sound.
I'm gonna start recording you. I'm telling you, I'm gonna start recording.
Something else, Cash.
That's not what he said. He was talking about.
Nah, that wasn't me. That was you. That's why you.
But people know. But everybody know you. People know me. I don't. Man, look.
Oh,
if you're doing this, I'm doing that.
Oh my goodness, you crazy, dude.
I'm sorry.
I don't remember that.
You taking too long.
Who's the show sponsored by while he looking it up?
The show is sponsored by Promo Geeks. These 3 white dudes I know, man. They got this company called Promo Geeks, man. They cold, man. They do a lot of editing. They do this. They got podcasts, all that stuff, So check them out. This is definitely sponsored by Promo Geeks. We still waiting on our transfer for the money to come in for this, but definitely if y'all need any type of graphics, you need some shoes made, hookers. No, I'm just playing.
But I think I got. Let me see. So here we go.
That's not it.
That's not it. Because you done send me some.
What? And our other sponsor is Fresh and Clean Cleaning Company. Y'all need anything cleaned out from apartments to houses, whatever. Make sure we're gonna have it at the bottom too. We're gonna have it at the bottom too. Fresh and Clean Cleaning Company. Yes, they clean everything. from your teeth to your bedroom.
I can't
even
find it. Okay.
So look, that's why I said we might as well just wait. Go ahead. What are you talking about next?
What are we talking about next? So is it something that we talked about? I didn't talk about the relationship. We talked about you say you ain't really want to stick on the music.
No, because you had switched up. We wasn't even done talking about that. Let's talk about that.
About the
following a woman. Okay. Never finished.
So for me, I said I don't
just don't go all the way to CEOs and all that.
You know, I'm talking about that. But I'm not a brother that if she has a vision that basically that she can clearly articulate, communicate to me, lay it out, and she can include me in the process, and whatever my heart's desire and dreams are can be included within that. And her vision has to be larger than mine, but it can encompass whatever it is I'm trying to fulfill. I'm with it.
So that's following a woman.
If that's how you take it, then
that's how you took it. That's how you took the video.
That was my interpretation of it.
You kind of stuttering a little bit.
That was my interpretation of it.
Okay. All right. Well, it wasn't like that a couple days ago, y'all.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
You talking big stuff. But no, I do agree though. Probably interpreted the wrong way. Because to me, if you're saying follow a woman or follow a man, I ain't with it. As far as like, say for instance, if you can say that's followed, the cleaning business is my wife's business. She made that up.
Right.
I followed her to help her make it happen.
You supported her.
Yeah. So if that's following, okay, but the way he was saying it in the video was like what y'all thought it was, like, this is my business and you do what I say and this is my house and my
ain't nobody about to be nobody flunking for no man or no woman. For a man or a woman, you know.
Like, no, I don't do that. But as far as like being a support system, yeah. I mean, if you call it follow, I guess that's what it is then.
But Ace just spoke to it is what you said is provision. You know what I'm saying? You supporting your wife or what have you. Same way, if you had a business, you would want her to support you in whatever your endeavors were. You know what I'm saying? So, because ultimately,
she supported his rap career.
Right.
You know, that was your vision.
Yeah, she got up there like she was rapping.
Yeah, every picture.
Like this. See her every time.
You know, and she a big cheerleader, man.
Hey, look, she put my music page together. She did all that.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so, yeah, I'm down with. I wouldn't call it following. I call it supporting. Like it's the same thing with me. If it's a thing like, hey, I got this going on. Like she got something else you want to do. If that's following, then cool. As long as that's what y'all saying when you're saying.
Hey, right, that's exactly what we're saying.
You know, I can't be a yes man for nobody or none of that. That's what I'm talking about.
I wouldn't recommend that for a man or a woman. You know what I'm saying? Because then you gonna always have somebody. They're gonna be a puppet master. You gonna be doing what they say do. You know what I'm saying? So
definitely don't want to fall in it.
No, not at all. So no.
What you think about as far as relationships? What you think about being with a person so long that it don't, the sex is gone, like, you know, like.
Oh shit! Here you go. He know he about to start a podcast.
Cause look, my old dude used to talk to me about this, bro.
Right.
So like being with a person for so long and then the sex is just gone. Do you agree like that's cool, or is it something?
I think it's definitely something that you need to have a conversation about, because you got to realize different people need different things in order to get them piped up. Like I'm not gonna say everybody. For men, sometimes we just visual creatures. So goddamn me, the wind blow a certain way, we ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes women, they need a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm not sitting here speaking to it like I fully understand that I got it together, because I don't. But just being around so many females, friends, aunties, cousins, they always say for women, you know, the full play start before y'all even get in the bedroom. So, you know, you got to constantly just send them little memes, check in, you know, compliment them throughout the day, do all these just different things, because, you know, women are wired a little different. You know, for them, the full play starts mentally, then it basically transpires into the physical, you know what I'm saying? So, and I don't necessarily disagree with that, but sometimes as men, and I'm not making any excuses, if a man is intentional, he will do that. But sometimes if I'm truly being ahead and I'm out here trying to make moves and make money, I might be able to send you a text. I might be able to check in and here and there, but I'm not going to always be able to do that every day, all day. You know what I'm saying? I might have had a busier day today. So you know what I'm saying? So that may not transpire, but I definitely think you have to be intentional on working on, especially when you start, y'all got careers, especially if y'all two got careers and then you got kids, y'all trying to manage their schedules, especially if you got active kids. They play sports, boxing, whatever. So now you damn near got to be intentional on scheduling your sex. And as boring as that may sound, if that's what y'all got to do to make sure y'all have sex, so ain't nobody creeping on the outside, then that's what needs to be done as well. Cause shit, life be life, man. You, like I said, you got kids, you got a work schedule, she got a work schedule. They may not always, you know what I'm saying, line up, and then you got to be able to manage the kids and shit. So, but it's definitely something that y'all need to have conversation about on a regular basis to find out what it is.
How long do you think you can go without it? Can you do once a month, twice a month?
I mean, I think it's a mental thing, man. It's definitely a mental. It's sometimes it's cause shit. There's times where I've been in situations to where I ain't had no choice or why I just didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? But then it's other times when I know it's readily available and it's there and I ain't get it. I'm about to fucking lose my mind. You know what I'm saying? I definitely, when they say it's a mental thing, it's a mental thing. Cause like when I was in the service, shit, you know, I was in that motherfucker and I didn't have no access to no damn. You know, so you're not supposed to mess with no women while you in there. At least until you get out of basic training. Until you get out of basic training. Yeah. If you mess with anybody while you're in basic training.
Like in Afghanistan, man, I had a lot of Afghans, bro.
So it's definitely a mental thing. But then, you know, like when you got a whole lady in the house every day, it's almost like, I ain't gonna lie, me and we kind of come to expect it. We just like, damn, it's right there. Why I ain't getting it? You know what I'm saying? And it don't start from young me and old me, because from us having a conversation to me talking to my 22-year-old son, the shit is hilarious. And when you young, it's probably worse because they got more stamina. You feel like if he can do it every day, you want to do it 2-3 times a day, you know?
Let me ask you a question. How do you feel when you got to ask for it?
I feel like I shouldn't. I definitely feel a way if it's, you know.
So this my hang up, and I know men, they say we the natural hunters and we supposed to, you know, but I'm a man that's okay, and ain't nobody gonna make me feel less. I don't mind going for it, but sometimes I like her to take the lead. I don't even want to take the lead all the time. Like I don't think women know how that make a man feel when they take the lead sometimes, because you know what I'm saying, whether men be vocal about it or not, just like we desire them and want them, we want to know that they want us too. You know what I'm saying? So I think that goes back to everybody, you know, how it feeds to their ego and how, you know, they self-esteem and so forth. So it, you know, men naturally we gonna automatically take the lead, but every now and then, whether men be vocal about it or not, we definitely like our women to take the lead.
Shit, ain't no shit. I want you to want me equally. It's not more. I want you.
Damn right. I'm with you on that. But I just think sometimes and fellas don't get offended, but I'm just telling the truth. I just think not that we are simple, but it doesn't require a lot to make us happy. You know, sometimes before we can get women to that point when we talking about intimacy and sexual arousal, we damn near gotta play like the psychiatrist. We gotta come with a skill set. And some of us don't get that until later on in life. We gotta know how to be their therapist. We gotta fucking be their friend. We gotta be, you know what I'm saying?
It be the same thing.
Shit, be sick and we fucking. Yeah, I'm with you, dog.
Right.
I'm being honest. So you know,
you was like the foreplay begins before then. So, I know this happened to plenty of people, right? So the foreplay can begin with a nice massage. I got some nice hands.
I'm with you on that. That pop.
So you start that massage.
Yes, sir.
By the time you get to her ass, she's snoring. How do you feel?
You mad as shit? Like I say, the full body massage, when it get real good, you get the baby oil gel and put it in the warm water and let it warm up. And just, man, you know what I'm saying? The full body massage. Now, in your mind, you thinking this foreplay, you prepping it, you getting it ready, like you say, before you know it, she.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Just messed my whole up, man. I had tension on this, man. You bullshit.
Well, you took out, they say they want to be courted, right? You take out on a nice date, y'all get dressed, you lay it all out for you, take away someplace she been want to go and eat, you roll a whole red carpet out. Now she done got, they talk about dudes get whiskey drunk, dick get nigga. What about when you done gave them some drinks and you get to the crib, you done roll out the red carpet? It ain't nothing.
Want to leave her? Sit there, motherfucker. Leave her right in the car.
Right, so you know,
sleep on me.
But women require a little bit more. Men, we just be ready. Shit.
Shit. All you gotta do is tap my shoulder.
You heard me? Listen, I could be asleep. If I'm sleep, I could be dead ass sleep. If you wake me out of my sleep, I'm gonna probably be like, "What's going on?" But when I see what you do, I'm not gonna be like,
Don't ask questions.
Keep going, right? Exactly.
So that's something nice to know, man. So if that did happen with you, how would you come to your woman about it? Like that has been a whole 6 months.
Oh fuck!
I mean, we about to sit down and talk about it. I mean, because
6 months before 6 months.
Nah, we ain't waiting till no 6 months. How about we about to have a conversation? As the old folks say, we need to nip this thing in the bud. Is it a mental thing? Is you depressed? Is you got health issues? Because there can be a number of things that sometimes women just don't discuss with us. But again, if you don't tell me, then you can't just presume that I know what's going on. So yeah, we definitely having a conversation, and then we're gonna try to work through whatever the situation is. You know what I'm saying? So but I think what causes resentment and you get mad is when it's just not happening, and you're not sitting down and you don't have that conversation. That's where the shit brewing. Then you get resentment building up, you get anger. Then next thing you know, somebody ready to step outside the door when for real all it really took was a conversation. Now, if you've had a conversation and y'all still couldn't come to a resolution, or y'all not being receptive to being able to accommodate each other's needs, then that's a whole nother problem. But I'm saying a lot of times it boils down to simply just having a conversation.
Okay. Okay, that was beautiful, man. You are a professor. Yeah,
You silly, man. You silly.
You and said, man, y'all are the voices of reason.
Yeah, man, I try to be.
Am I the only one that seen Bell come up out the ground at the concert?
No, I seen the video. I'm like, wait a minute, Bell playing at the Tony concert?
Yeah. Yeah, like I think she either went down on the ground or she came up out that bug. But
was like,
she was the shellfish, wasn't it?
Yeah, I seen it on her page.
It was on her page.
Man, what's up, man? So was it the new edition? Okay, that's what's up, man.
When she was done playing the violin, Tony Braxton was in the back.
Man, dude. Man.
Oh, shit, I'm like,
man, Bell a beast out here. Man, Bell a beast, man.
My sister Bell, man.
Every time she do something, I try to come out and support. She the
Mike check. On 6.
Yeah, he ain't coming.
You say Mike check on the 6th?
Okay.
What day is it on?
Monday.
This coming Monday.
No,
Next Monday. If it's a Monday, it shouldn't be no problem. I just can't come on Tuesdays because I'm teaching in the evening. So as long as it's not something on a Tuesday. And you be talking about, I need to get out, dog. I'm like a Jamaican dog. I got about 3-4 hustles. Shit, I need to rest.
Man.
Trying to get this money.
This gonna be the biggest hustle, though. You know what I'm saying?
It's right here.
So yeah, definitely shout out to Bell, man. That was super dope. Today I was so proud, man, because she really worked hard on that, bro.
I'm going back to check it out since y'all. I didn't see it. I'm about to go back and check it out. So that's what's up.
She was looking like Prince coming from under there, like she just rolls up and get that playing a thong song and shit. No, it wasn't thong song, but she was doing her thing.
You stupid boy. Stupid.
I heard Nelly and the Lunatics got together. They did Battlehawks. That name of
the Battlehawks. Yeah,
they did like the
season opener.
Season opener. Yeah, I heard they clowned. Everybody said they liked it. Okay. That was super dope. So shout out to him. Man, I think they was at Bliss too. Was that today?
Oh, I'm not even sure.
Yeah, I think they're supposed to be at Bliss either that night or today. I don't know, but shout out to them, man. They really did their thing, man. I really thought I was gonna see Ali. Man, I don't know. I still got hope for them boys, man. You know what I'm saying? They the ones that actually put the city on the map, man. I would love to see all them back together doing it. Brothers always get into it. I think it went too far, but at the end of the day, man, it ain't nothing but a conversation.
Yeah, like you say, I don't owe you no money. I ain't stole from you, killed you, disrespected your mama, your wife, nothing like that. We can have a conversation about it.
Yep.
If it ain't nothing egregious,
you know. So if y'all listening, I would like to have all y'all on the show. Every last one of y'all. T1, Murphy Lee, City Spud, Big Lee, Nelly.
Of course, Mo, right? Exactly.
You feel me?
So, man, but we gonna see, man, because they got this album that what you think about, the albums, you know, they kind of stepping out to promote the album. I guess that's getting produced by Metro Boomin. So, you know, maybe we'll see it happen, man.
Hey, man, look. Say lunatics like Voltron, man, they gonna work without all of them.
Right.
That's just my opinion.
Monin, let me write something on the album.
You know, it's just my opinion. They Voltron you. I think Murph said that in the song, didn't he? He say the ticks connect like Voltron. Yeah, man. Yeah. You gotta have all of them to make a banging album, man. Now that City out, all they need is Ali, man, and get back in that studio with Metro. Metro gonna kill the beats.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We need that. The city needs it, so y'all need to come on with it, man. I know Murph and Keywan, they with it, and Slow Down, you know. Probably I think Mo will still be with it, bro. I don't think he takes stuff too personal. Because I mean, it happened a couple times before from what he explained. So.
And he ain't even speak on it for the longest.
Yeah,
he just left
so,
it out there, right? So,
Ali, man, I say, man, get back together, bro.
For sure.
You know. What else we gotta talk about today, man? Ace, what you got, bro?
Oh. I don't know.
What is that?
I don't know. I'm always working on some music, man. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, nigga send us music all the time, but that one with that you sent Jeremiah, that one dope.
My Pain.
Dope. Yeah, that's super dope.
Dropping that.
I definitely want 50% off that.
Dropping that soon.
Talk about 50%.
Huh?
Man, as far as we talked about music, we talked about relationships, man. You've any good television shows you would recommend to the viewers or movies that you watched as of lately, man?
You know what? When you told me about Beauty in Black, I said, man, I do not want to watch no female stuff. Definitely if Tyler Perry got something to do with it. Now don't get me wrong. There's still a lot of overacting.
And the actors aren't
way past
they're not quality actors at all.
But. Like the overacting is crazy to me, but it's actually a good storyline. Mm-hmm. So yeah, what is it called?
Beauty in Black.
Beauty in Black. Yeah. It's real dope. It's like 2 seasons. I enjoyed that one. Man, shoot, what else? You know, From about to come back on. See, you ain't hip to that.
Now you was telling me about it, but I still hadn't got off into it. If you hadn't had an opportunity, it's called Moses the Black. It's a movie that was executive produced by 50 Cent, Omar Epps. It was based about a gang leader out of Chicago, man. It's kind of it's roughly based around the whole gangster disciple culture, but it talks about how he was able to change a whole community, you know what I'm saying, based out just kind of from the ashes of being in the gang and then becoming more of a revolutionary. But yeah, it's available on streaming platforms, all streaming platforms for the most part, but it's called Moses the Black.
I ain't heard that one.
Executive produced by 50 Cent and Omar Epps. So yeah, it's a pretty good one. And I can't think of this young man's name. He plays Lil Murder off of P Valley. That's his character, but he got this one man play, and it's called Freight, man. So you need to check it out.
It's
man.
A play.
It's like it's a one man act. So it's like it's a play, but they filmed it as a movie, but it's a play. But it really shows. We've seen him like in a lot of more like the genres as far as like hip hop culture movies. It really shows his acting range. You know what I'm saying? Like you literally see him do like 3 different characters, and it's the one person, but you can see his transformation in each character. So you get an opportunity. It's called Freight. So yeah, check him out.
Listen, y'all, skip Freight and go watch From. I don't nobody want to watch no plays, bro.
Yeah, I'm just trying, man. I just be trying to highlight some of our black talent, man, because
very good.
As black people, we monolithical, man. We not know one thing. We can be a number of things at one time. So whether it be hip hop artists, whether it be actors, players, we can be great at whatever we do, man. Dope,
you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, you know, I be having the good shows, bro. You know, I be hipping y'all to the good stuff, bro. You know, I think 50 got what is it, the Power?
I don't know what's going on with the whole Power universe.
No, it's coming out in
which
May.
Power, they got Tariq and what's his name?
Not even that one, no. It's the one. Raising Kanan.
Still
got another season.
Okay.
Yeah,
and then we got we got the final episode of The Chi.
Yeah, I never watched Raising Kanan.
Raising Kanan, the truth. That's the one.
I did watch Raising Kanan. That one did.
Yeah, that's the one. And then you got the final episode of The Chi whenever we come back on.
Yep, Chi. I think that's coming this month.
Yeah,
I mean, with April. April is coming April. So you got that.
Man, and just we talking about these shows, just trip like, cause you put me on The Chi, man. So you put me on The Chi, and just to watch out Papa and them and all them, man, they was little dudes, man. These young men, they grown men, and to know, and I'm not saying all of them, but just to know, man, how this culture has opened up, it created a whole lot of opportunity. I mean, some people have gone on to straight be millionaires, man. They was unknown, nobody knew these people, man. It really changed these people's lives, man. You know
I be watching the old girl that be on there, the big girl. She be rapping.
Mm-hmm.
She's super dope.
Yeah.
Like I be seeing her on social media. She's super dope. Like far as like rapping, she got it. She definitely got it. And I think she got like a singing voice too. But yeah, she go hard. But yeah, man, look, The Chi. I'm surprised that it lasted this long because they took two of the main characters out of there
in the beginning.
Which was
at the
real
very
good.
beginning,
like
at the very
the
beginning.
dude who played Eazy-E was really good in that show. Like.
Oh yeah, they
He
fired
carried
his ass.
that show. Yeah, he carried that show.
Dude.
He really did a good job on there. And the spinoff for Snowfall is coming, I think, in May.
So when they came back from Africa, the two supposed to be supposed to have their own little show, right?
Yep. So there's a couple things coming. You know what I'm saying? So them some ones y'all need to tune in for. You know, I still be watching my old stuff. You know, I probably watch The Wire if you know I ain't doing that.
I'm with you. If I ain't got nothing else to do, The Wire is always a go-to.
I put The Wire in, bro. If y'all ain't never watched The Wire, a lot of people sleep on Sons of Anarchy. Another one that's just real good. You know, if them days like when the pandemic happened, oh man, I think I watched like how many seasons? Probably like 10, 12 seasons.
Yeah, but listen, so you know we watch shit like The Wire, shit that's like more of our genre, the subculture. But you done watch some shit that you probably normally wouldn't watch that was fire too. Like you straight like Yellowstone, didn't you?
Nah.
You didn't like Yellowstone?
Nah, I ain't like.
Cause to me that was.
I couldn't get past like the second episode. You know when shows got to catch me like right on.
What about the one with Sylvester Stallone? That joint was cause we both was watching the one with Sylvester Tulsa King.
Tulsa King, yeah.
Tulsa King was good. Yeah, Tulsa King was that. That was a nice joint, and I think they had another season coming on to that too. I don't know exactly when, but Tulsa King was real good.
Yeah, I ain't really like Yellowstone. It took too long to get to the point.
I mean, most people couldn't watch it because I ain't gonna lie, it was like on some cowboy type shit, but it was so crazy because it was like in a cowboy setting, but they straight was on some mafioso type shit.
Yeah, but it just take too long to get to it. Like literally, like when you watch Sons of Anarchy, nigga, you finna get something soon as you.
I need you to draw me in within the first 15 minutes.
Man, what's the word, man? Jam's birthday today, man. He 89.
Yeah, happy birthday to
Jam. Yeah, happy 89th, nigga.
Yeah. Why you gonna do that man like that?
Yeah, he said he could see what he put down there. Put the wrong name. Watch your mouth, boy. Old man. 86. Big 86.
Right.
But yeah. I just like my regular ones, man. Sometimes, because 50 be coming with them, so I agree with the 50 thing. And, I don't know if y'all know, some concerts coming up. You got We The Ones tour.
Yeah, We The Ones. They on tour now.
Yep, we got We The Ones tour. E40 and Tech 9 supposed to be coming.
Okay.
We got J. Cole coming to KC. He ain't coming.
Yeah, he ain't coming to the little damn Cole. But we coming to support you though.
Yeah, we definitely
Me and bro, we gonna make that trip. So.
Yep. Who else? Music Soul Child. No, not Music. Life
Jennings at the winery at the city winery.
Life.
Yeah.
So we definitely gonna be down there. We're gonna turn up down there. So make sure y'all tune in on that one.
Yeah.
It's definitely a lot of things to do this spring and summer, man. And we gonna take y'all on a journey because we gonna do food reviews. We gonna go to bars. We gonna go everywhere if we can get him out the house.
Man, I'm coming out the house, man.
You probably
gotta let me know, man.
Drag him out the house.
You gotta
know what I'm saying? Man. Get him out the house so he can start politics.
I just be out the way, but they know when I come on, I'm gonna do exactly what he said. The politics is happening.
Yeah, politics. That's what I'm saying. Why we need you? Because you know, man, I'm telling you, Jared look you up and down for a little minute, and you probably turn and see the nigga looking at you. He be like, "What's up, man? I'm JP, man. Woo, wah, woo, wah, woo, woo." I'm like, man, I can't do that, nigga. It's what up. I keep going. Ace be telling me, man, I need to politic more, but phone no niggas.
You know, man. And
just got a network,
again,
man.
that's how it is. And then it's a personality thing. Everybody just ain't got it. And I don't know, man. I just think it's the people, man. I mean, it's good for business, but I think sometimes we just need to see another brother and say what's up instead of mean mugging each other all the time. Cause we be on that shit sometimes.
Man,
just be like, what's up? You ain't got a mean mug, nigga.
right.
That's why that energy be there.
Yo, another thing. I think this was Monday. I had Devin Alexander, which is the boys boxing coach. He had called a meeting for all the kids that's in his gym or whatever. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't on no like practice stuff. He just got some chairs, put them in a circle. He had all the kids, I'm talking about from grown to little kids, sit around in a circle. And he just asked them questions, like ask them what you're going through, if it's anything, man. And man, when they start talking, bro, you can just imagine all the stuff that they go through, bro. I mean, from the little ones on up. You remember how you was telling me like you had went to the little place where everybody like it was like a man thing where they was talking about relationships?
Oh yeah.
Bro, this was like this on like times 10, bro. Cause you gotta understand, you heard it from a little kid standpoint all the way up to a grown man standpoint. Mm-hmm. And one of the little dudes told his story, and I'm not gonna say what his story was, but man, when I tell you, I was like, bro, whatever I'm going through in life, it's always somebody doing worse.
Oh, definitely.
Bro.
So yeah,
but he kept his head up, bro. He come to the gym every day, and again, I talked to him. Maybe we probably get him on the show so he can talk about it. But I don't want to speak on it. I just want him to speak on it. But man, it's crazy. Like even the ones that's probably experimenting with marijuana or gangs or you know what I'm saying, not having a father in the home, like. Man, Devin was touching on everything, and surprisingly, they responded like, well, you know, when you first do it, some of them be like scared to talk about what's going on, or I ain't having no problems, but then some people start opening up, and I'm like, dang. Yeah. Definitely like when the older cats, like 30-some years old, it's like, man, I'm having problems with my woman, and he said that they about to go through a divorce, and he ain't seen his kids. I think like they stay out of town in Texas or something. And, you know, he was just, I think Devin had two other people, Big Mike, and I forgot who the other dude is, but I know he got like a non-profit organization or whatever where he like come and talk to the kids or whatever. And he got their number. He was like, you gonna, you know, talk to him and all that. But I'm like, dang, bro. You know, it's hard for like definitely like grown men to be vulnerable enough to talk about that type of stuff around people.
Yeah, but that's why I was trying to get you to
like,
come.
Wow.
That's why I was trying to get you to come with me. And I don't think there's one better than another. We need to see more organizations like that because in our culture, a lot of us we've always deterred from mental health therapy. I think within the last 15-20 years, and not everybody, but some people are more. And they're entertaining the idea of going to seek therapy, you know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to black men. We truly don't have a safe space. I'm not saying that women don't go through their own situations, but the argument that I've always made since the beginning of the time, I was like, in most cases, you know what I'm saying? And it's not to say statistically that, you know, all of us didn't have our fathers or vice versa, because depending on how you go back and forth, but in most cases, whether you a man or a woman, most of us have all had we've had our mothers in the household, right? So I always say that women have had a greater support system than men have historically. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that they starting to create these organizations where they creating a safe space for men to talk about their emotions, relationships, how they feel, because sometimes men, we just suffer in silence a lot of times. And like I say, I'm not throwing a pity party. Women have problems just as well, if not more. They mothers, they have to be the matriarchs of our family, but sometimes men suffer, and it's been a proven fact. Men's you know, suicide rate is way higher than women. You know what I mean? So it's definitely a real thing. But I want to shout out over there at Phinia Healthcare, LaDon Yoshi Merriweather, and Atoya White, man. Them brothers, they work at Phinia Healthcare. They hold their men's event it's the third Saturday of every month, if I'm not mistaken. If Atoya, Yoshi, anybody from the group, man, you listening, man, just chime in and put that information out there so everybody can know if they willing to have a place to safe space. And it's anywhere from ages 18 all the way up to men that's older than 70 years old. So we definitely be learning off each other. And you be thinking at 18 like you ain't going through something. Here it is, a 70-year-old man struggling with the same shit that you going through. So we all living life, man. We not above anything. We all having a human experience, bro. So for real.
Right. So yeah, definitely, man. I think a lot of people need therapy. I want to do it. I'm just a little hesitant. You know, I don't like telling people my business. Definitely a stranger, but you know, I heard what everybody said. Oh, you know, a stranger tell you this, you know, whatever. But I'm eventually get to it. But it's definitely like when I thought of mental health, huh? Yeah, I got one for you. Come to me, nigga.
Man, we all suffer from some type of affliction, but it's like anything. It's like anything else, though. Like if you go through, first of all, you got to know it's a confidentiality clause, so they not about to tell. They can't say shit that you tell them, right? But it's like anything else when you dating a chick or you dating a young lady or your partner. It's just about who you click with and who you feel comfortable with. But the thing about it is, like me and Cash can talk, or you and him can talk about stuff, but it ain't gonna be. We're not gonna give an introspective. We would like to say we gonna give a non-judgmental version of it, but the reality of it is we gonna have a school perception of it because we genuinely are brothers. We forged a brotherhood, friends. So we gonna feel some kind of way. So if I tell you, I'm gonna tell you the truth, but I'm gonna still feel some kind of way about it. You know what I'm saying? Here's a person with an unbiased opinion. They just giving you they taking the facts. You know what I'm saying? And they giving it to you as it is. They have no stake in it. They don't know you personally. They don't know nothing. So. And it's just, you know, personality. So if you go to one therapist that don't work, okay, keep on until you find a therapist that you click with. It's like anything else. But I definitely think it's needed. And sometimes, man, we all want to wake up and be the best version of ourselves.
That's my thing. Like,
this is what I'm going to say. It helps if you do the work. You can't just, because, like, sometimes people go and they just think that it's all on the therapist or the counselor to do the work. Like, you could talk to them and tell them this and that and the third, and then they can come back and say, well, they can analyze this, and they can give you certain tasks. Like, even if it's something that's simplistic, it's saying, like Cash, you struggling this, we want you to start writing things down. Now, they can tell you that to try to help you work through what it is, but if you don't really do the exercise that they've given you, then it's pointless. So you can't go back and be like, well, I went to this therapist, and it didn't work. No, your ass didn't do the work that the therapist gave you. Like, you got to do the work. You know what I mean? So, yeah, but I definitely think it worked, man, because sometimes it be like shit like you might not even be dealing with on a day-to-day basis, but then they go back to some shit that fuck with you all the way when you was a kid, man, and then you'll be like, and it'll kind of
your mama,
and it kind of highlight like how you function in today's environment. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe you be like, I don't trust a whole lot of people, man. They can go back and pinpoint it all the way to a time when you was a little boy when some shit first happened, and that just triggers your whole thing moving forward. Like, hey, I don't trust people. So now that's how you arrived there. But we can go back to that very situation that caused that situation and see how we can work through it. Then we can get to a positive, you know, attitude of not just you trusting anybody, but having a better relationship and starting to kind of trust people a little bit more. If you can go back and pinpoint when that first thing happened that fucked you up, that broke your whole trust ever. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's just an example, man. But it's all type of shit, man.
Okay.
You know, I think it's good shit, man.
I would definitely try it out. I try it out to see how it is. I am against it a little bit because, again, I don't even like telling y'all shit.
But you have?
Yeah, but I don't tell y'all everything.
Listen, I know enough about you. I know enough.
No, you
I know enough.
I'm a gangster, man. You
okay.
don't know nothing about me, man. You feel me?
I know enough.
I barely tell y'all. Like, I tell y'all stuff that I want to tell y'all, but it's a lot of stuff y'all want.
And a lot of shit you don't tell me because you know I'm probably going to be like, that's some bullshit. That's why you don't tell me.
No, it ain't got
because I'm going to hold you accountable. Because, you know, that's we hold each other accountable around here.
Yeah, it ain't no bullshit. This is probably a lot of things you ain't told me. I know it's a lot of things he don't tell me. Other people tell me.
But who walks around telling everybody everything?
Other people is.
Sometimes you don't want to share shit. Before I share with other people, I got to work this shit out in my head first. Because if I say this shit and it don't sound right, they be like, this nigga crazy as a motherfucker. Man. And I'll caught you. We
definitely if you mad.
We will write
like
you off
you
as
mad
crazy
and you talking.
Right.
Like, man, you don't mean that, nigga. Yes, I do.
Definitely when
Guarantee.
Right.
Guarantee, nigga.
Versus, like what he just said, I sound like a professor. That's my logical side. When I'm just in my bag and I ain't thinking about what I'm saying.
And that vein pop right here in the middle of his head, that motherfucker.
It's like Dr. Jackie or Mr. Hyde. You wouldn't even know me.
Nigga, spit start coming out and start getting aggressive, looking like Pac and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And then we talking about therapy. So you talking about something else, man. What do you think about, like, we talked about, you know, the old dude and different people that we know, like even Jeremiah, brother Jay, you know what I'm saying, how you was like, he was a gangster with a heart, and you taught him something, man. What do you feel today? Like, we already feel like black men don't have a safe space to go and talk, but versus from when we came up in a generation, what do you feel about, like, the place of, as we call it, OGs, or whether they call you uncle, whatever they want to define it as, is just being able to go back and teach the young men, whether it just be like a word of advice, a word of encouragement, word of affirmation. Do you think that time is come and gone and we've long got away from that, or do you think where we are now, that we in our place, do you think we need to reach back and get that back? Because when we was coming up, it definitely was there, man. You know
yeah, but this generation, they don't want to hear that shit. You gotta be relatable to these old dudes. If you ain't relatable, they ain't gonna listen to you, bro. I remember when Ace had his building or whatever, and this young dude used to come over there with the Stolos and shit, and I had just pulled up, and it was like a couple niggas outside trying to chastise him, like, man, you don't need to be doing this and all that. And I told them niggas, I was like, bro, you coming to him all rough like you gonna beat his ass, it's not gonna work, bro. He just telling you fuck you just by looking at you, nigga.
Right,
he don't
look in
wanna
his
hear
face,
that
right.
shit. And if I was wrong, then why did he show up next week with another Stolo? Because, nigga, it's the way you coming at him.
Right.
If you can relate to these young dudes, if they know you've been through some type of stuff that they've been through, I think it'll be more relatable. And don't try to talk at them. Right. You know what I'm saying? Mostly, man, you been suffered and you all that. Nah, bro, that ain't how you do it, bro. It's definitely not how you do it.
Right.
Do I think it's, bro? I don't think they listening. I think it's some things I be trying to get through my son head, bro. And
but we go around.
They think they know it all.
yeah,
but we go around and, but you know what? I used to get offended about that, like how you say your son, my son, our kids in general, right? But that's why they go back, and I'm showing my age, but when they say it take a village to raise a kid, they ain't never lie, because even in this space right here with us, I used to get offended like them. I tell my boys something, they won't even listen. But then shit, they Uncle Cash come talk to them, and the same shit I just told them, they'll listen to their Uncle Cash. So I had to learn how to be like, you know what? Shit, if Cash can get through them, and they gonna do it. I don't care who get the message through to them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So shit, they ain't never lied. You know.
They just like when my daughters, like, I'll tell them something, or I even have a something laid out for them to do, and they don't want to do it. But then they'll go and do it, and the same shit I just said happen, but they'll come back to me, and I'll be thinking like, motherfucker, that's just happened the way I told you it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
But hey, talk to us about that. And I want to talk, not to cut you off, I want to talk to that because for the most part, I know Cash and I don't even like to use the word like stepdaughters, but him and I, we do have daughters that we raise, but you've been raising daughters longer than us. We have a longer time period with really raising the boys more. So we've been involved with the daughters, but you really like been hands on for a longer period of time. So I mean, obviously there's some big differences when you're talking about trying to raise your sons and raise your daughters. But what are some of the clear distinction that you've seen in having to raise your son versus raising your daughters? Like, and of course they got different personalities, they different. But what's the approach? You know, what's the main approach when you're approaching your daughters versus your son?
The approach with raising girls that I've seen is not to be overly aggressive as a father, because you want to be the protector regardless. Right. But once they feel like, in that sense of like, my daddy is like trying to control me, even though what you saying is right and you trying to prevent shit. I've learned with these kids, this new age kids, they gotta want to fuck up on their own. Yep. Versus having like, I'm laying this out for you. You ain't what you doing. I've already done. I'm giving you the blueprint.
I ain't even
and you don't even take it.
Right.
So you go and do all this shit and it don't work out, or if it do work out, in your head, I did it on my own. My head, like, motherfucker, I just told you.
Blueprint.
Yeah, I just told you this.
Right.
So I had to learn not throw it up in their face or not be like, I told you or so. All right, yeah. But in my head, I already know. That's what the fuck I just told you.
Right.
You know, so I've just learned that. Like, with girls, still be their protector when they need you at all times. Even with boys, too, but it's just girls, they don't want to feel like my daddy is drill sergeant or
right. But so how do you navigate that when you, of course, like you say, you want to, as a father, you want to be their protector, you want to be soft, you want to, because they are females, right? Mm-hmm. But then you got a son, and so you giving him that discipline, you giving him that reinforcement. You know what I'm saying? So what does that look like when you don't necessarily want to come off as combative and as a drill sergeant, but you still need to give your daughter some type of discipline, because you can't just send them out into the world not having any discipline. What's your approach to giving your daughter's discipline versus giving your son discipline?
Well, no, I don't. There's no difference in that area, because one get ass whooped, you get ass whooped.
And like you said, I think it's more about how you talk to the girl.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I had to learn that, because again, I am would that be stepfather?
Yeah.
Me being a stepfather and growing up with a mother like my mother, who's very stern and direct on everything that she said. So you gotta think about it. I have some of my father's genes, I got some of my mama's genes. When it come to cleaning up and all that, sometimes my mama come out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it wasn't. I don't think it was hitting them that much. I think they was feeling like, man, this nigga mean, and I don't like him. I wish he'd fall down a fucking flight of steps. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, I'm trying to teach y'all something. First, I'm new at this because I got 2 boys. I don't have a biological girl, so it was kind of hard. But when you got a wife and she tell you something, at first I wasn't trying to hear that shit either. I was like, man,
this is cash, and we already know, ladies and gentlemen.
I wasn't trying to hear that shit either. Like, I'm like, man, these look good.
Right, because I feel like my attitude was like, shit, what's good for the goose is good for the gander type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's not in the way of raising kids. Like, every kid is different.
Right. And we have to understand. Even if you're raising boys, right?
Yeah.
Even if you're raising boys.
And it's a thing with the girls where you don't have to be mean. Like, you can talk in regular voice. Now, like me and Darielle got like the best relationship. I think she probably was the main one that really didn't like me.
Now y'all cool as a motherfucker.
That's my dog right there.
See,
For real, you know what I'm saying? Like, she called me every day. We be talking on the phone, man. Look, I help her drive and all that stuff. Same thing I'm gonna do with the rest of the kids, but you gotta think about it. The one that I felt that gave me the most problems, we are the coolest.
Right.
Besides, I think probably like Antonio, but far as the girls, I think we the coolest, because I was on the ass, man. Like, you gotta think about it, they was young. I ain't never had no girls before. Probably talking to boys like. Man, nigga,
right, you be on your daughter,
you sit in the living room,
right? Because you know the type of nigga you was when you was like, hey, like, I know what this nigga be telling you. I was him.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
And he ain't cold as me, so I know what he's trying to get you to do.
Right, and same thing like when I met her boyfriend, like at the beginning, and I was working at Ace Cash Express. He came up there, and I don't think he recognized who I was. So I'm like, hey, ain't your name such and such? He like, yeah. He was like, I got a question. I'm like, what's up? He said, why you don't never let me come over? I'm like, nigga, who you talking to? Nigga, move around, nigga. But I was like, nah, because, I'm super protective over her, because I think she got her heart broke like a couple times, and I'm like, man, ain't nobody finna play with her. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm just extra protective, man. You ain't finna play with her. This ain't no, you finna come get some. Nah, bro. Ain't none of that happen. Y'all ain't finna spend time in the basement. None of that shit.
But as parents, I think you want to protect anybody from your daughters, your sons from that. But all you can do is give them the tools and the skills that they need. But shit, we can't protect them from heartbreak shit. They gotta go through. We had to go through.
As we speak, bro, we done taught our kids a whole lot of shit, and most of it, they gotta fall before they understand that what we said.
Oh, hold on. So now
you know what I'm saying? So you gotta think about it. You got your kids doing their thing. I got mine. Like, the most person I thought was gonna listen to me, and I ain't saying he probably didn't listen to me, but we ain't close as what I thought we was. Was Daryl.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because like, I taught Daryl out of all of them more stuff because he was the oldest.
And he was,
it's a lot he did. Like, he went to college. I was like, bro, you just try it.
He
went to college.
pledged. He
He
pledged.
pledged. I said, bro, I need that jacket.
Sigma, you know what I'm
He
saying?
pledged. You know what I'm saying? That's cool.
Right.
But it was a lot of things that I taught him that he didn't
Take heed to.
he didn't take heed to.
But it's like, but you know
I'm saying?
what?
But I am proud of him because he is graduating this year from college.
Big shout out to nephew. That's what's up.
He graduating from college this year, and you know, I wish the relationship was better than it was. I thought it was gonna be once he got older, but you know, man, you know, once you get a certain age, man, you don't want to be around your parents like that.
Man, but it be like that.
You know?
This is what I say. I say, you make the effort because like even with my I'll say stepson, I hit him up. It's like, hey, let's go bowling. Like it was just me and him out bowling, and he talking to me about problems he going through with his gal and everything. We just chit and chat, you know, and shit is dope. Like, you know, I say I'll always make sure my kids get their individual time.
Right.
They have to because
And see, I'm
it's just
glad
a
you spoke to
thing
that.
with me. They need that individual time.
That's dope. And that's what I always say when you and again, I'm not passing judgment, but you got people like Nick Cannon and all these people that got like a slew of kids, right? Yeah. And the first thing people say, well, you can't speak on them as long as they got the money to take care of them. I'm like, bruh, money ain't even a situation. Like, do you know how many rich people, like rich celebrity kids, grow up and they still end up hating their parents?
Yeah, because they don't give a fuck about the money. It was
because the reality of it is, if I'm already a celebrity, I'm already busy as hell, right? So if I got 10, 12 kids, you're not giving each child individual time. Like, you're not. I don't care what you say. You're not doing it, dog. So I know that to be true because I struggle with 2, 3 kids. You're trying to get them individual time. Oh, you got 2 boys. It should be easy. No. You know what I'm saying? Jalen was more of an athlete. Jakari was more of, I want to sing, I want to dance, I want to be. So I can't just be like, hey, I'm going to a Cardinals game and you going to, like, Jakari, like, I don't got no fucking Cardinals game. You know what I'm saying? You got 2 different people. And we talk about how the things that we teach to them, Jakari already told me, you know what I'm saying? Before when they were young, he said, man, a lot of stuff you taught us, like, Dad, we heard you. Like, we heard everything that you said, but we just didn't conceptualize it. He was like, it went into now that we grown and now that we ain't in your house and you out. Yep. He was like, now all that shit that you've been telling us, it's like we put it in the file cabinet, right? Yeah. And he was like, we never even went to go review the file. Because when you was in the household, if we needed to refer to it, we just come back to you and have you refresh us on it. But now that we in our own men, we live in our own house. Now we really taking that time to go back and take that inventory of that shit that you gave to us and really assess it. But before, like, it wasn't that you weren't giving us the game and we wouldn't hear it, but we wouldn't really like download it because if I forgot or I wouldn't remember, and I just come right. I had direct access to you to come back and get it. But now, you know, I got to be accountable and take the tools you giving me and learn how to work that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, when you're not around, then you got that file cabinet to go back to, nigga. Look it up, because I know how it goes because I did it with my old dude. My old dude used to tell me stuff all the time. I be like, nigga, the main thing he told me is don't follow no man. You know, don't be a follower, be a leader. Always been that. But the most stuff he was telling me, I ain't take heed until probably he passed away or I moved out and I had to go through it. I don't ever think he told me anything about women, but run, nigga, I don't know.
Shit, when you stay with your daddy down in the city.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, it was crazy. Academy of Wells, the host.
Yeah, that's definitely what it was, right?
Yeah, what's out there?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he taught me a lot, man, but I didn't. You know, you go back into your memory bank. It was like, damn, he did tell me that.
Hey, but you know what? A lot of us that didn't have a consistent father figure, and I don't want to speak for y'all, but if y'all agree, y'all just let me know. I know for me, you spoke about like not being a follower. But what I used to do is, as far as just like trying to become the best version of myself, man. When I was coming up, and
what up, Red?
My dad wasn't always around, man. I just looked over her. Okay, this dude over her. I check how he got the swag out. I see how this dude move. He kind of smart. And I wouldn't necessarily try to be like him per se, but whatever that thing was that I observed and liked about that individual, I just kind of take that shit and make it my own and incorporate it into my repertoire. So if this person had the fashion, because again, I didn't have my dad around on a consistent basis, and I just took that shit and I cultivated it and I made it work for me, and I showed up to be the man that everybody see in the world today. You know what I'm saying? And I think, and then when you know you came and you stayed with me and you was finishing up high school, I just gave you the shit that you know I had learned along the way, and we just learned how to make it work for you. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it was a lot of stuff he was doing without saying, like the way he raised his kids, the way he treated his wife, the way, you know, it was just different things he was doing, and I'm like, just like you remember when me and Candace like first moved on Richwood, or even the apartments. People used to watch how we treat each other, how we raise our kids, and they probably didn't tell me till later on. Like, man, I want what you got, bro. Mm-hmm. Like I heard that from Boy Boy. If you know who Boy Boy is, yeah, I heard it from Boy Boy, and I'm like, really? That kind of surprised me, and I'm like, yeah. And then I heard it from Rail. Then I heard it from Jules. I heard it from a couple of my partners that was telling me, man, I like what y'all doing. Like, I be watching it. And that was the same thing with him. I used to be there and I used to just watch him. I see how he got 2 cars at the same time. One paid off. One got a car note. Crib, you know what I'm saying? How he hold the crib down, make sure everything good. The way his kids dress. You know, everything I was just watching. I'm like, if I'm going to do it anyway, because there wasn't too many people I can just watch. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Red. You know, Red was another one I watched. Yeah. You know, Norvell is another one I watch. You know, it's just certain people, definitely when you take care of your kids and you got somebody that's watching it, or to watch how you treat your wife. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, like when we first got together, and the only reason it was like that was because I still had that little trauma from the last relationships and not trusting nobody. But I still had that, if I get this next, if whoever this woman is, I'm going to make sure I take her like this, or this how I'm going to have my kids and all this. The college thing was just something I was like, I want them to do something that I ain't never did before. Right. Like I went, but I didn't complete it.
Yeah, you dropped out because you didn't want to.
Daryl is completing it. Right. Darielle already completed it. You know what I'm saying?
You want your kids, as parents, you should always want your kids to go on and do bigger and better things. And any parent that's jealous of their kids, and you a fucked up ass parent, I'll tell you.
And I just don't want to feel like, you know, like you want me to live through you. Like, it ain't that. It's just, man, when y'all see how this real world is, when you turn 21 and you got that apartment and you got that nice car and that car note and insurance and all that, and your check is only $1,200 every 2 weeks.
Right. So now we got to get y'all the game that we got. So now that y'all got college degrees, the job ain't done yet. So you still need to have more than one hustle. You need a minimum of 7 streams of income in order to be a fucking millionaire. So just go ahead and do your work. Even when you get your degree and you got your career, you still need to have several more hustles. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the world we live in.
Yep. And that's what I be trying to teach them, or you know, every generation is different. I find myself when I talk to Antonio, I feel like my old dude. I feel like an old head. You know what I'm saying? For real, because I be like, son, like, you know, make sure you got your seatbelt. I got to tell them all the time, man, make sure you got your seatbelt on, bro. You know, because I had so many partners that didn't have that seatbelt on, and it went all bad, or when he want to go to these house parties or whatever you want to call it with all these young dudes, and I'm like, son, it's not you that I don't trust. It's the young dudes that's gonna be around. Like, imagine when Antonio had the party at H&M spot.
Oh right? Yeah, and he had them on out.
But how many of them niggas had guns? How many of them niggas had guns? How many people we had to send back to the car, Ace? A lot. So just imagine me not being around. He want to go to these parties. And he's 17. I don't want to take him away from that, but I don't want to get that call. And it's hard not to do it because he a boy. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I really want him to go have fun, but it ain't him. It's his surrounding, the young kids. You know what I'm saying? They want to go downtown. You know, they got a curfew down there. And I'm like, dude, I don't think that's a good idea.
That shit can't do that no more.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to make it seem like I'm being hard. But, man, look, if something happened to my sons or any of my kids, bro, I'm going to turn this city upside down.
I already know.
I promise you. And that's my main thing. So, you know, hopefully it don't take your kid till they 30 to 40 some years old to realize that most of the stuff that you was teaching them when they was young, they could have caught on to much younger.
But I ain't gonna say that, but sometimes it's a maturity level too. You gotta realize everybody don't mature. They always say women mature quicker than men, and sometimes men And sometimes men, it just take us a little longer. Not all the time, you know what I'm saying? But like I say, if you teach them, you important to them, they say, you know, raise a child in the way that they should go and they will not deport. And that's why I say go back to, I don't even get offended if I teach Jalen and Jakari and they don't hear me, but then you teach some, you know what I'm saying? I want to give a shout out to Chris White. I seen her say what's up. We talking about people that raise a village, man. She was one of my dance teachers, man. And you know what I'm saying? I want to say a special RIP. She just lost her mother, Marsha Evans. We talk about how people pour into who you are. She was one of my dance teachers, and her mom, she taught for St. Louis Public School District for over 25 years. We just unfortunately lost Miss Evans, man. But anybody, she taught me, she taught my aunt, she taught my uncles, man. She taught forever, man. And she was one of them old school teachers. You mess around, try to get smart with her, you be standing in the hallway, and then you be like, I'm gonna tell my mama. She be like, tell your mama, I'm gonna holler at your mama too. So, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Miss Marsha Evans, man. You will always be remembered. We love you, man. And Chris, man, you know, God got you. We saying a special prayer for you, man. And just, you know, God got you and the family, yo. So just want to know how much impactful, how much you and your mom, y'all meant to me, important to me coming up over the years in the dancing, you know, so.
Maybe we can get her on her, man. I think people need to hear those stories, because you know what? When you was going to VAP, bro, I always wanted to go, but I thought that was something like your grandparents was paying for, bro.
No, dog, that was a public school. You just had to get on a waiting list.
Man, I wanted to go to that mug so bad, bro.
Anybody
I thought they was
go.
paying for that.
Now, the program ain't what it used to be no more, but you know, but it ain't even just the performing arts. Just St. Louis Public School District is under scrutiny right now. They, last I checked, they had lost their accreditation, you know what I'm saying? So we was kind of talking about this, Cash. We not like big political people, man, but we definitely need to get people out there. They talk about, you know, the president, and we talk about all that. We need people to vote for like the mayor and the alderman and stuff like that. I was just checking out when I pulled up, to yo, you know what I'm saying? I don't live in this area, but it's a young lady running for mayor over here in your community. Her last name Avant. So shout out to Miranda Avant. That's my classmate, man. She's a phenomenal woman, man. So anybody in the in this, what area is this you
I
live
don't
in?
want to tell nobody that. Just vote for her.
Well, just vote for her, man.
Just vote
but
for her.
you know, it's a certain area. But yeah, Miranda Avant, she's running for mayor. So check out, man. I went to school with her. She's been big in the education system. So yeah, man. Shout out to Miranda Avant, man. I know if she should get into the position of mayor, she'll do big things, man. She's
You
from
know
this
her?
community. I personally know her. She my classmate.
What's up, man? Let's get her.
man,
Probably
man.
she could, because I think a lot of people don't know understand the importance of the local
process.
elections.
Yeah, they don't
the
know the
local
process.
elections. I've been saying this for the longest, and I hope people understand it's very important that we get the right people in here. I'm talking about judges to captains to aldermen to mayors, all the stuff. That's very important when it comes to the city. I mean, not the city, but with St. Louis, you know what I'm saying, or these counties like Bell Ridge, Bell North, Bell Fountain, all that stuff. Like
Right, for
that,
sure.
that matters. Like, and I want to give a shout out to this lady at the judge at Jennings. And I done been to a lot of people jails, bro.
Right.
But I mean courts, not jails, courts.
You a jailbird?
No.
A lot of people courts.
A lot of people jail.
No, a lot of people courts. Hey, y'all, excuse me. Quiet.
Go upstairs.
But a black judge at Jennings was the most respectful judge I ever met in my life. Every time I go to court, I do not like them judges. This lady was the most nicest judge I ever met in life. I forgot her name. Once I find out who she is, I will tell y'all.
Yeah.
She was super respectful. She treated people like humans.
Man.
She wasn't talking bad to nobody.
Yeah.
She told people, look, don't say nothing that's gonna get yourself in trouble. She'll cut you off real quick. Hey,
Just
stop.
be quiet, right?
Stop. Don't talk. Don't say nothing. And it's very rarely you see somebody do that. And I just want to give a shout out to her. When I find out her name, I'm gonna say it on the next episode. I'm gonna find out who she is.
Felicia Edsel Gillespie.
Yeah, that's her name.
Okay.
Yes. So shout out to her, man. Put her name in the bottom of that comment too.
Oh yeah, man.
Just so we can give her a shout out, cause man, I'm talking about super dope, super respectable. She was helping people, bro. She wasn't mean, bro. And I've been to plenty of courts, and they just be mean as hell, bro. So shout out to her. Shout out to the officers that was there. I'm mad that y'all pulled all us over on the same day though. That was crazy, bro. Like the line was around the corner. So shout out to Judge Gillespie.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's super dope.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. We definitely need to. Okay, that's what I'm saying. That's what's going on. Yeah, man. Get out to these local elections, man. They more important than some of these presidential elections, man. We need to be able to hit the ground running to these communities which we live in and be able to be impactful to those, so we can make a difference, man.
For sure. So look, we appreciate y'all coming on, kicking it with us. It's been a good. What's this, like the fourth?
This is the fourth episode.
This is the fourth episode. I appreciate you, everybody. Look, why y'all on her? If y'all didn't comment at the bottom. The more comments y'all give us, the more views go up, and the more, what is it called when people start interacting or
The
whatever?
algorithm.
Yeah, you know the algorithm. So make sure y'all comment down. I don't care if it's yo, what's up, whatever. Make sure y'all share it with at least one person. And again, this is every Sunday. It's supposed to be 5 o'clock. What time we do it today?
4 o'clock, I believe.
4:30.
Yeah.
Like 4:30. We're gonna try to keep it at 5 though, for real. So make sure y'all tune in every Sunday, 5 o'clock. We appreciate y'all. I'm your host, Cash Chef,
Your boy JP.
and this is It's My Opinion. Peace.